So, with all the buzz right now on the news about beef tallow, you have to be asking yourself, what's so special about this stuff? I have to tell you, it replaces seed oils for deep frying. That is the number one use for this stuff right now. And that is important. Why? Well, when you deep fry with seed oils, it releases free radicals and it makes your food literally dangerous. Now, beef tallow was, I don't know, it was removed out of McDonald's French fries back in 1990. And it's funny because I remember thinking way back in the day, fries, they just don't taste as good as they used to. I mean, they're crispy and they didn't even get like nice and brown. There's a huge difference. Anyway, it has a high smoke point. So obviously, when you deep fry things, you don't create these free radicals. So that is like the number one reason at this point. It's not processed like canola, soybean, sunflower, vegetable oil, which contain harmful chemicals. Now, what kind of harmful chemicals? Bleaching agents and deodorizers. Seriously? It's terrifying. You didn't know that, and you know it now. Hopefully, you're on board with the beef tallow thing. That is probably the scariest thing I've heard about it so far. Now, beef tallow from grass-fed cows also contains vitamins A, D, E, and K, which support your skin, your bones, and your immune system. Wow. Like, this is amazing stuff. It's the flavor, like I said before, when they stopped using it in the French fries at McDonald's in 1990, people took notice. These fries were different and they weren't as good. And they didn't get golden like McDonald's French fries were known to do. Now, it also is good for your gut health. It has a fatty acid that supports the immune system and the gut lining. So, like I said, beef tallow is one of those things. It's no wonder it's making the news, and it's no wonder that RFK Jr. is pushing this because it really can change everything about having something fried. And not that fried is good for you, let's be honest. We can just eat it in whole foods in their whole food form. That's a better idea altogether. But you know we won't do that. So anyway, it is easier to digest, so it helps with any maybe bloating that you might get if you eat fried foods. I know I have a really hard time when I do eat them. Number one, because I don't have my gallbladder any longer. And that's makes a big difference in fried food eating. I don't know if beef tallow would affect that at all. I guess I'll find out at some point. It supports your hormone health too. Like cholesterol and saturated fats in the tallow are actually building blocks for hormones like estrogen, progesterone, all those good things. And seed oils are actually hormone disruptors, which is another really, really awful thing. So, beef tallow, good. The things you want to avoid when eating fried food: canola oil, it's processed, it has inflammatory properties, and it easily oxidizes. So that could make it carcinogenic. And that's where it becomes scary. Vegetable oils are full of omega-6 fatty acids, and that promotes inflammation. We want to stay away from omega-6 fatty acids. And let's see, soybean oil, it is estrogen mimicking, and it has compounds in it that like mimic estrogen. So if people that are sensitive to the hormone, you don't want to add that to your diet. And then last but not least, sunflower oil. It actually has toxic properties when heated. Toxic. Thank goodness for beef tallow. And thank goodness for these restaurants. There's restaurants that are already making the change. I believe Steak and Shake, um, Buffalo Wild Wings, the Outback Steakhouse, and let's see, there was another one that was, oh, Popeyes. And I think there's another one too. I can't remember all of them, but they're already making the change. They're good. They're with the program. This is amazing news. So do some of your own research and you will see that beef tallow is definitely the way to go. It has an amazing flavor. It's not bad for you. In fact, it's good for you. It has vitamins. And I hope you make the switch. And I hope more restaurants make the switch, especially McDonald's. Let's get our French fries back.